Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're a new subscriber, welcome to the family, and if you're an old subscriber, thanks for coming back. So for today's video we are doing a Q&A. I asked all of you guys on my Instagram to send me some questions, a general Q&A. Of course, a lot of the questions were about university and stuff, but just a general Q&A on anything you wanted to know, just so that we can get back into the swing of things before I launch back to doing all the videos that I used to do. And sorry for my inconsistency, is because I was in Zimbabwe and spent a lot of my time during summer away, so I didn't have the editing software and stuff with me, so I couldn't record or edit. But I'm back now and routine is back to normal. I'm going to try and do one video a week on different things that you guys want to see. So let's get straight into the Q&A, and yeah, hopefully you enjoy it. Make sure you subscribe, and I would love it if you could leave a comment down below on what of the Q&A questions you found most helpful, like my answer. I'd love a bit more interaction with you guys, so let's do it. Someone said, hi Varz, wow, at 20 you've done the most, couldn't be more inspiring. That's not really a question, but thank you so much. That's so sweet of you to say. How did you afford to go to Oxford? Isn't it super expensive? Now this is a question that I do get asked quite a lot. People often think that Oxford costs more in terms of like tuition than another university, and that's not true. And that, once again, I'm speaking from a perspective of a student that lives in the UK. I can't speak for international students or any other type of student. I can only speak from my experience. And when I was applying for university, Exeter cost the same as Oxford or Bedfordshire or Sheffield or Birmingham or anywhere. Like, it costs the same in terms of tuition. It's all 9,000 something. So there's no difference in terms of how much it costs tuition wise, but maybe the city is more expensive to live in. So, you know, you always find that London is more expensive than Birmingham, for instance, just because there's higher tax on things, I think. I don't know, but yeah, Oxford is an expensive city to live in, but the tuition doesn't cost more because it's Oxford University. And how do I afford it? It's because of scholarships and grants. So because I come from like a normal working class household, I guess, or lower, I don't know, whatever, I get the full amount of student finance, plus I get a bursary from my college. And yeah, that's how I maintain myself, is through scholarships, bursaries and student finance. Did you mention literature you read in your statements? If yes, how many books, etc.? In my personal statement, I mentioned 4 books, I believe, and they were books that I had actually read and I was really interested in. If you put in your personal statement that you read something that you didn't read, you can often tell, that someone hasn't read this book. And sometimes it's unfortunate that someone who interviews you loves that very book that you put in your personal statement, and if you're lying, they can tell straight away because they'll mention a character or a chapter and you have no idea what they're talking about. So it's really important to make sure you're very honest in your personal statements, and if you say you've read something, make sure you have, and don't just put something you've skim read, put something you've actually really read and really enjoyed and you know lots about, because that will be a really good talking point. How do you make yourself useful in an internship? I'm going to do a video, like the next video I'm going to record today is going to be on that very topic, so I will answer that in that video. But overall, just a general tip to make yourself the most useful in an internship is by always asking questions, always asking what can I do to help, or asking to shadow people. Don't just go there and stay silent and hide in a corner and be too shy, because you won't get the most out of it. You need to have interaction, you need to talk to people there, make sure they remember who you are, make yourself known, make them know you, and you need to know them as well. And just conversations, make sure you keep having conversations. That's how I think you make yourself most useful. And obviously listen and take notes and really get involved and stuck in, because it's a once, not in a lifetime, but it's a once in a while opportunity for you to go and intern at these incredible places. So you've got to make sure you grab those opportunities with both hands. How did you know your degree was right for you? I knew that my degree was right for me because I was, like I said, I was lucky enough to do a foundation year in my degree before actually doing my degree, so I knew what was coming. I knew what I had to study. I knew what kind of pace my degree would take and how the learning style would be, all of that kind of stuff. I was lucky enough to know that before I did my degree, so I was lucky enough that I just knew when I was reapplying, I knew that's what I wanted to do. But before doing my foundation year, I'd always loved history, so I knew I'd apply for that in my first year of studying at university. And because I already knew I loved history, it was easy for me to start my degree, because you have a passion for something. Even if it's hard, you'll keep on going. Will you organise another Access event next year? Yes, I will. I didn't think that this one would go so well and that people would love it so much. So I really will do another Access event, because I think that I realised just how much people got from it and just how much they loved it and stuff like that. So I definitely will be doing another one. I just have to make sure I collect all of my data that I need, find out what was most useful, what could have been done to improve, and then yeah, we'll carry on doing these Access events, and hopefully it will keep on encouraging people. How can I make friends in a new school when I'm really shy? You can make friends in a new school when you're really shy by just finding people who are like you. I know you're shy, but if you go to events and societies and clubs where people who are like you will be there, that will be the best way for you to make friends, because you'll feel comfortable already. So if you're a quiet person, going to like a really loud, overcrowded rock concert in London is not the best thing for you to do, because you're a shy person and you don't enjoy crowds and people. But maybe going to like the debate society or the chess club or a writing club or something that is more to your taste, you'll find people in there who are also quiet too, so you'll all like gel together and find it easier to make friends when you feel comfortable. How long does it take to make your videos? It takes me approximately, to actually film one, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, but to edit it, export it, get a thumbnail, upload it to YouTube, promote it, it takes at least a day for me. It could take a whole day for me to do that. And because I'm not yet big on YouTube and I'm still small and don't have, you know, like a hardcore following, it's hard for me to like promote and stuff. So I think that's the hardest part, and it doesn't take that long to actually record those, so it's not too bad. What video editing app do you use? I use Premiere Pro. Please make a video about study in the UK for non-UK students. I will actually do that, because I realise that not everyone is here who watches my videos and you'd love to know more about it. So I'll definitely do one that like breaks down everything that we get up to and stuff like that, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. Will you be publishing a book anytime soon? Yes, I will, hopefully by God's grace, if I carry on writing, because I keep stopping and it's not good. But if I carry on being consistent and writing my book, then hopefully it'll be out by the time that I graduate. I've pushed the date forward because I've realised it's a bit unrealistic to try and publish a book while I'm doing my degree. So yes, I will be publishing a book. Did you do volunteering when you were younger, and how do you find a place to volunteer at? I did do volunteering when I was younger. I volunteered with the British Heart Foundation. I volunteered at my local high school, just like teaching students history and stuff like that. And I used to volunteer in my local community a lot. And what you do, how do you volunteer? You just ask. People love a helper, someone who can help, and you're asking to come and spend your time helping them, and you're not asking them for money or anything. People would love that. So just ask whichever organisation you want to help with. Just email them and ask, or go into their shop or wherever it is and just say, I'd love to help. Is there any space for me to come down for a week or two, or once a week for the next year? So yeah, that's how I did volunteering. do you need to have a degree in journalism to become a news presenter? I believe at some point, if I want to pursue that career path, I would have to do a master's degree where I get that journalism degree, because of course you have to know about how to present facts and doing the right way and to say all of that. There's so many technicalities behind becoming a news presenter, but for now, I'm not gonna do that. But if it comes to a point where my career requires me to go and do a top-up degree, I will happily do that. What made you want to become an advocate and inspire others? You don't plan on becoming an advocate or someone who's fighting for social justice and equality and all of that stuff, but it kind of happens to you. You don't wake up and say, people are gonna find me inspiring. You just tell your story and hope for the best. And for me, I've kind of fallen into, I knew I wanted to help people, but I didn't think I would be accepted this way and people would look at me as a figure of like inspiration or an advocate. Like this is all very new to me, so I don't know. All I know is that I want to help people and change lives, so hopefully it's going well. Who knows? What are your favourite videos to film? I love filming these chatty one-to-ones where you guys interact with me and ask me questions. Those are definitely my favourite ones. There's so many questions. How do you stay focused and productive while at Oxford? I stay focused and productive while at Oxford because I'm surrounded by people who are like-minded and they motivate me. It's really difficult to be lazy in Oxford because everyone's always working and your friends love their subject and you just become passionate about it, so you become productive because you want to do well to kind of prove that you love your subject. So that's how I stay focused and motivated and productive. What are the things you like and hate the most as a student at Oxford? Sometimes I hate the pressure of everyone. Like I just said I love it because it helps me stay productive and motivated, but on the flip side I hate it because sometimes it's a lot of pressure and you feel like you're never performing well enough because there's always a way to improve, and that's sometimes hard to get your head around, but it is for our own good and stuff like that. So that is the one thing I hate the most, the pressure sometimes. So those are the questions I answered for today, but there's a lot more, so maybe I could do a part 2, but I didn't want to make this video too long. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it as always. Please make sure you comment down below what of those questions you found most useful, and if you have any more questions, put them down below and I'll put them in the next Q&A. So thank you guys so much and see you in my next video. Bye!